We begin first, though, with the crisis in Afghanistan. Western Mass News following developments as the chaotic withdrawal of U.S. troops from Afghanistan has captured the world's attention, with major cities within the country falling to Taliban control. Thanks for joining us for Western Mass News at 6, everyone. I'm Jordyn Jagolinzer.
And I'm Matt Sottile. Following years of U.S. military occupation, veterans who served in the country are having a difficult time right now. Western Mass News reporter Audrey Russo joins us live in Springfield with more.
I spoke with veterans and those with ties to the military, and many of those who served in Afghanistan declined to do an interview with me today about their feelings, saying that it's just too painful as they watch and process what's going on overseas.
The upset, anger, just a mix of emotions, just seeing what's happening.
Eric Segundo is the director of Veteran Services in Ludlow. And right now, he tells Western Mass News he understands the pain Afghanistan veterans are going through.
I served in Iraq, so we kind of feel the same way.
As major cities in the country fall under Taliban control and U.S. civilian allies rush to leave, the veterans who served in the years-long occupation of Afghanistan may be looking for support.
As a veteran service officer and as a veteran myself, just call a friend, someone who can listen to you. But there are services out there.
Governor Charlie Baker tweeting out a message Tuesday saying, quote, "The mismanagement that led to the catastrophe unfolding in Afghanistan has needlessly endangered Americans and our allies. I am deeply thankful for the men and women who have fought to protect the homeland and pray for the safety of all those now serving." He went on to say, Massachusetts is ready to assist Afghan refugees seeking safety and peace in America, making space in the U.S. for those in need of safety, as those who already returned home fight a different kind of battle.
There's always someone that's willing to listen. We understand the feelings that you're going through. We're here for you.
Right now on our website, westernmassnews.com, we have a list of resources that veterans in crisis can reach out to. They're provided to us by the VA. Again, that's westernmassnews.com. Live in Springfield, Audrey Russo for Western Mass News.
Audrey, thanks for that live report. Local restaurant owners are offering big sign-on bonuses to fill openings right now, but they can't seem to retain new hires.
That's why one local restaurant group is gearing up for 2 job fairs tomorrow. Western Mass News reporter Leon Purvis joins us now live from Springfield with more. Leon?
Yeah, Jordyn, Matt, what I'm finding out is restaurant owners are trying to recruit like crazy. They may even be lucky enough if someone shows up for the first day of work, but retention is an issue.
We were hoping for about 40 hires. We hired 9. Of those 9, we have 4 or 5 left over.
Restaurant owner Peter Roskotten explains the outcome of his last hiring event about 2 weeks ago. Now he is in need of banquet servers, hoping to hire some on Wednesday, this time offering $1,000 bonuses. I asked Roskotten directly why he can't keep employees.
Some people just don't show up. They go through 1 day of training. They figure out it's not for them, which is okay. So they just leave. Some people accept the job and never show up on day 1.
So he's decided to stagger the extra $1,000 payout for those accepting jobs at the Log Cabin and Delaney House in Holyoke.
A $1,000 incentive has 2 pieces to it. You get a piece of it after you get your first paycheck with us. So technically you have to work with us for about 2 weeks. And then you get the rest of it if you're still with us by December.
Over at Nadim's Downtown Mediterranean Grill in Springfield, owner Nadim Cashew is having similar issues finding staff. He is offering $500 for servers, $1,000 for line cooks, but no one is showing up for interviews.
This is how tight is the market right now, so that we never did this one in the past.
And this is a problem for the whole restaurant industry, fighting to stay alive in the pandemic. That's why one local restaurant group is hosting job fairs on Wednesday in Springfield and Amherst, hoping to fill about 150 positions.
We are definitely short-staffed in some spots. We are definitely, working with our best and trying to add to the team for sure in each restaurant.
I asked Brian Graham, the vice president of culinary for the Bean Restaurant Group, why these jobs are going unfilled.
The difficulty is just the demand of the the restaurant business, unfortunately. A lot of people have this vision of being really hard and taxing at nights, weekends, and holidays.
Now, the Bean Restaurant Group will have a job fair at Student Points in Springfield tomorrow morning from 9:30 till noon, then over at Boathouse in South Hadley from noon till 4 p.m. Now, Graham ads are offering flexibility for a work-life balance with 150 openings, both part-time and full-time positions. More information about that will be on our website, westernmassnews.com. Live in Springfield, Leon Purvis, Western Mass News.
Temperatures back to near normal today with highs climbing into the lower 80s through Westfield, Springfield, Chicopee, around 80 in Orange and some middle to upper 70s in the Berkshires. Not much for rain today. It's been fairly overcast with occasional breaks of sunshine. There have been a couple of showers around, but not much. Dew points are climbing this evening. Temperatures are starting to dip down toward the middle 70s in a few spots, and breezes are on the light side coming in out of the southwest. Still seeing a lot of middle to upper 70s here throughout the valley. Amherst is down to about 76, and then we've got some 72, 71 degree readings as you get up into some of the hills. Now, as far as the dew points, those are going up as the temperature goes down, so it's going to be a very muggy evening yet again. And we've got increasing humidity on tap for tomorrow, and then it just gets tropical after that. So the satellite loop is showing just widespread cloud cover, but not much for rain. The showers and all the heavier rain well off to our west and our south. There's a slight chance for a sprinkle or two overnight tonight, but I think most of us will stay dry. Your hour-by-hour forecast is showing a whole lot of clouds, so not a whole lot of changes coming our way the next several hours. Overnight lows will fall to the middle and upper 60s in most locations, a very muggy start for tomorrow morning. And then as we look at your Wednesday planner, it's going to look a lot like today. It's going to feel like today, except tomorrow afternoon, dew points climb back up to around 70. And we have a slightly better chance to see a few showers and thunderstorms. We'll take a look at your full forecast in just a few minutes. Back to you.
Sounds good, Janna. Thanks. The Department of Public Health releasing today's COVID-19 data. They say the state's positivity rate over the past week sits at 2.82%. They say there have been 6 new deaths due to the coronavirus, and so far 63% of Massachusetts residents have been fully vaccinated. For a full look at the numbers, you can check out our free Western Mass News streaming app.
The school committee in the town of West Springfield is meeting right now to discuss a possible school mask requirement.
Western Mass News reporter Lindsay Kane is live for us in West Springfield with those details. Lindsay?
Jordan, a vote is not expected tonight, but parents do have the opportunity to speak out in tonight's meeting. West Springfield Mayor Will Reichelt tells Western Mass News the school committee will be discussing their thoughts in just a few minutes. And while other districts have already made their decision, it does play a part in their plans.
We're in the LP-VEC district, so we're in with the Lower Pioneer Valley Educational Collaborative, so surrounding school districts, we are in that together, so we kind of work as a team in a lot of these types of things, so we are working with them and talking with them about what they're doing, and it does kind of weigh on our decision of what we'll do as well.
As for the town as a whole, he says right now they're not looking at any indoor mask mandates for town businesses. Mayor Reichelt says the town is following state guidelines when it comes to the Big E. They're not planning for any mask mandates on the fairgrounds and are not planning on asking for any proof of vaccination. Now, the school committee is expected to vote on a possible mask mandate next week. Live in West Springfield, Lindsay Kane, Western Mass News.
Longmeadow is now mandating masks in all indoor public spaces, regardless of vaccination status. The town's Board of Health met last night and made the decision in response to the rise in COVID-19 cases in town and the spread of the Delta variant. The mask mandate includes town buildings, schools, restaurants, bars, event venues, gyms, salons, and places of worship. The town says the Board of Health will continue to monitor cases and will adjust those mandates accordingly.
Western Mass News is your local school authority as students will be returning to the classroom in a matter of weeks. Dr. John Kelly, a pediatrician at Redwood Pediatrics in East Longmeadow, says he's seen an increase in patient checkups compared to years past due to the pandemic, and he's using these appointments as an opportunity to play catch up. One local resident we spoke with said she just took her 3-year-old in for his first annual checkup, and she's feeling the added push to get him in for his flu shot.
My kids get flu shots every year. We all get flu shots every year. I mean, we want to be ready for whatever happens, you know, so we can avoid everything at all costs.
Dr. Kelly tells Western Mass News masks played a big role in limiting flu cases last winter.
Turning now to a follow-up on a story Western Mass News first brought you yesterday about a young alligator that was spotted in a local river. Western Mass News is getting answers from the Massachusetts Division of Fisheries and Wildlife, who is the agency responsible for recovering the reptile. They confirmed that this alligator is very young. After our story that aired yesterday, the Massachusetts Environmental Police checked the area and said they will be checking back in at various times. The West Springfield Animal Control will be on call if further assistance is needed. And if captured, the alligator must be turned over to the Massachusetts Department of Fisheries and Wildlife. Their number is on your screen. Stick with Western Mass News as we continue to follow the story.